Today I would like to talk about disenfranchised grief, specifically as it applies to being childless, not by choice. So disenfranchised grief is also sometimes known as hidden grief, and that's because it's a grief that isn't shared with the rest of the world or that isn't recognized by society in general. And when we're talking about disenfranchised grief as a result of childlessness, it falls under a subcategory of disenfranchised grief that there's a stigma around. And that goes for infertility, miscarriage, and just childlessness in general. Childlessness is different from being child-free, which is a choice. Childlessness is when you want to have a child, but either through circumstance or biology or whatever, you are unable to. So throughout history, childlessness or a woman specifically being unable to have a child often led to divorce, being cast off, occasionally beheaded. And so there's a long history of not being able to have children being not a really great thing. And a lot of times, if people try to talk about having had a miscarriage or wanting a child and not being able to have one, people can have different kinds of responses. Either they want to make suggestions right away. Well, have you tried this? Have you tried acupuncture? Have you tried chasteberry? Have you thought about embryo adoption? Have you thought about adoption? Have you thought about fostering? All of these different things. They want to fix it so that they don't have to feel uncomfortable, irrespective of the fact that their suggestions might be making you feel very uncomfortable. People can also just sort of avert their eyes and change the subject. And once again, that's because they feel so uncomfortable with themselves not knowing what to say. There's nothing that they can do to make it better, that they can't sit with that discomfort for very long, which, we all have times that we do that. And having empathy for the place that other people are coming from when you're in such pain can be really hard. And I think that one of our jobs is to educate people about how we would like them to respond to our disenfranchised grief.